History can help us in a variety of ways. For example, history provides a fundamental component of collective memory. Its narratives add a historical dimension to who we are and what we do. The widest among us propose that studying history is also a way to understand the present. At number 1, the current US flag was designed by a 17-year-old student. Do you know who Robert G. Heft is? Remember the guy who designed the American flag in 1958? No? We are unsurprised. Believe it or not, Robert designed the world's most famous flag as a part of a school project when he anticipated Alaska and Hawaii joining the United States. He received a B for the assignment and a reprimand from his teacher for having too many stars, which was ironic. You don't even know how many states we have, his teacher would later tell him. Not deterred by his teacher's reaction, Robert submitted his design to the White House. His design was chosen from among more than 1,500 submitted to President Dwight D. Eisenhower. At number 2, Abraham Lincoln was a marvelous wrestler. Despite being widely regarded as one of the greatest presidents in American history, if not the greatest, Abraham Lincoln could have been a WWE superstar. Abraham Lincoln was a champion wrestler before becoming president, competing in approximately 300 matches. He was well known for being a tough fighter. Keep in mind that Abe was 6 foot 4 inches tall and weighed 225 pounds in his prime. In other words, a total badass. At number 3, the sole survivor of Titanic and the Britannic. Violet Jessop, also known as Miss Unsinkable, was a stewardess and nurse on the White Star Line's trio of Olympic-class passenger ships. In addition to the Titanic and the Britannic disasters, Jessop was aboard the Olympic, the trio's third sister ship, when it collided with the British warship in 1911. At number 4, Harriet the Tortoise met Charles Darwin. Harriet not only met Charles Darwin, she was his pet. The famous scientist and theorist died in 1882, but he had collected Harriet from the Galapagos Islands nearly 50 years before. Charles abandoned the tortoise in Australia, where she lived to be 175 years old. Harriet died in 2006, making her the only living creature in the 21st century to have met the inventor of the theory of evolution. At number 5, being buried. In the 18th and 19th century, people were so afraid of being buried alive that inventors patented safety coffins that would allow the dead to alert those above ground if they were still alive. At number 6, before alarm clocks, people shot dried peas at windows to wake others up. Unusual wake-up call. Before 1970, Britain was full of knocker-uppers. They would use long sticks like fishing poles or soft hammers to tap on windows or blow dry peas at the sleeper's window. Inadvertently, waking up neighbors for free was a problem for these employees. At number 7, Romans used urine as mouthwash. The ancient Romans considered human urine to be so valuable that it was collected from public urinals and even taxed when sold. Urine was used for a variety of purposes, the most amusing of which was dental hygiene. The urine was used by the Romans to clean and whiten their teeth. Ammonia, a proven stain remover, is the active ingredient. Check out number 11 for the most significant lies in history. At number 8, Albert Einstein was offered the Israel presidency. Abba Eban offered Albert Einstein the job after Chais Weizmann died in 1952. Ben-Gurion requested the offer. Einstein would have to have moved to Israel and accept Israeli citizenship to pursue science. He said his lack of people skills disqualifies him from a high-level position. These split-second decisions changed history. Moving on to number 9. Women were once banned from smoking in public. Katie Mulcahy was arrested in 1908 for lighting a cigarette with a wall match. Why? The Sullivan Ordinance bans women from smoking in public. Mulcahy defended her right to smoke in public in court. It was a $5 fine. The Sullivan Ordinance was vetoed 2 weeks later. Next up at number 10. The Titanic's owners never called it unsinkable. Despite what James Cameron's iconic 1997 film portrays, the owners never stated that it could never sink. According to the historian Richard Howells, the general public was unlikely to have thought of the Titanic as a unique, unsinkable ship prior to its maiden voyage. Next up at number 11. Ketchup was sold in the 1830s as medicine. Forget about ibuprofen. When it came to popular medicine in the 1830s, ketchup was the rage. It was sold as a cure for indigestion by an Ohio physician named John Cook in 1835. It wasn't popularized as a condiment until the late 1800s. The more you know. Lastly, at number 12. Walt Disney didn't draw Mickey Mouse. While Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse and provided the voice, the imagery was created by animator Ub Iwerks, who created all of the iconic features. You'll never look at the adorable mouse the same way again. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video if you had enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.